The other kids are rocking around the clock. We were hopping and bopping to the crocodile rock. Well,
I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words.
Sir Elton Hercules John was born Reginald Kenneth Dwight, 25 March 1947 in Pinner, Middlesex, the eldest child of Stanley Dwight and only child of Sheila Eileen, and was raised in a council house of his maternal grandparents, in Pinner. Elton John started playing the piano at the age of 3, and within a year, his mother heard him picking out Winifred Atwell's The Skater's Waltz by ear. He was educated at Pinner Wood Junior School, Rediford School and Pinner County Grammar School, until age 17, when he left just prior to his A-level examinations to pursue a career in the music industry. He is an English singer, songwriter, and composer. In 1962, Dwight and his friends formed a band called Bluesology. By day, he ran errands for a music publishing company. He divided his nights between solo gigs at a London hotel bar and working with Bluesology. By the mid-1960s, Bluesology was backing touring American soul and R&B musicians like the Isley Brothers, Major Lance and Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. In 1966, the band became musician Long John Baldry's supporting band, and played 16 times at the Marquee Club. The first single from the album, Border Song, made into the US Top 100, peaking at number 92. The second single, Your Song, reached number 7 in the UK singles chart and number 8 in the US, becoming John's first hit single as a singer. The album soon became his first hit album, reaching number 4 on the US Billboard 200 and number 5 on the UK albums chart. Backed by ex-Spencer Davis Group drummer Nigel Olsson and bassist Dee Murray, Elton John's first American concert took place at the Troubadour in Los Angeles in August 1970, and was a success. The concept album Tumbleweed Connection was released in October 1970, and reached number 2 in the UK and number 5 in the US. The live album 17-11-70, 11-17-70 in the US, was recorded at a live show aired from A&R Studios on Web FM in New York City. John formed his own label named The Rocket Record Company and signed acts to it, notably Neil Sedaka and Kai D, with whom he took a personal interest. Instead of releasing his own records on Rocket, he opted for a $8 million contract offered by Mecca. When the contract was signed in 1974, Mecca reportedly took out a $25 million insurance policy on John's life. In 1974, Mecca released his greatest hits album, the UK and US number 1, which is certified diamond by the RIA for sales of 16 million copies in the US. Besides being the most commercially successful period, 1970-1976 is also held in the most regard critically. Within only a 3-year span, between 1972 and 1975, John saw 7 consecutive albums reach number 1 in the US, which had not been accomplished before. Of the 6 Elton John albums to make Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time in 2003, all are from this period, with Goodbye Yellow Brick Road ranked highest at number 91. Similarly, the 3 Elton John albums given 5 stars by AllMusic are all from this period. On 13 September 1980, Elton John, with Olsson and Murray back in the Elton John Band, performed a free concert to an estimated 400,000 fans on the Great Lawn in Central Park in New York. A Biography Channel special detailed the loss of Elton's voice in 1986 while on tour in Australia. Shortly thereafter he underwent throat surgery, which permanently altered his voice. Several non-cancerous polyps were removed from his vocal cords, resulting in a change in his singing voice. In 1987 he won a libel case against The Sun, which published false allegations of sex with rent boys. In 1988, he performed 5 sold-out shows at Madison Square Garden in New York, giving him 26 for his career. Netting over $20 million, 2,000 items of Elton John's memorabilia were auctioned off at Sotheby's in London. On 15 September 1997, John appeared at the Music for Munster at charity concert at the Royal Albert Hall, London, performing your song Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me and Live Like Horses solo before finishing with Hey Jude alongside fellow English artists Paul McCartney, Eric Clapton, Phil Collins, Mark Knopfler and Sting. Effectively, he and Celine Dion shared performances at Caesar's Palace throughout the year while one performs, one rests. The first of these shows took place on 13 February 2004. In February 2006, Elton and Dion sang together at the venue to raise money for Harris Entertainment Incorporated workers affected by the 2005 hurricanes, performing Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word and Saturday Night's Alright. In March 2007, he performed at Madison Square Garden for a record-breaking 60th time for his 60th birthday. The concert was broadcast live and the DVD recording was released as Elton 60 Live at Madison Square Garden. On 1 July 2007, John appeared at the concert for Diana held at Wembley Stadium, London in honor of the late Diana, Princess of Wales on what would have been her 46th birthday, with the proceeds from the concert going to Diana's charities as well as to charities of which her sons Princes William and Harry are patrons. Elton John performed a piano duet with Lady Gaga at the 52 North Dakota Annual Grammy Awards. On 6 June 2010, John performed at the fourth wedding of conservative commentator Rush Limbaugh for a reported $1 million. 11 days later, and 17 years to the day after his last previous performance in Israel, he performed at the Ramat Gan Stadium. This was significant because of other than recent cancellations by other performers in the fallout surrounding an Israeli raid on Gaza flotilla the month before. In October 2015, it was announced Elton John would release his 32 North Dakota studio album, Wonderful Crazy Night, on 5 February 2016. As with his last album, it was produced by T-Bone Burnett. The album's first single, Looking Up, was released that same month. This album marked John's first full album recorded with his touring band since 2006 as The Captain and the Kid. In March 2016 it was reported that John would appear on the upcoming Red Hot Chili Peppers album, which is due for release later in the year. In the late 1960s, Elton John was engaged to be married to his first lover, Secretary Linda Woodrow, who is mentioned in the song Someone Saved My Life Tonight. He married German recording engineer Enid Loyal on 14 February 1984, in Darling Point, Sydney, with speculation that the marriage was a cover for his homosexuality. John came out as bisexual in a 1976 interview with Rolling Stone, but after his divorce from Loyal in 1988, he told the magazine that he was comfortable being gay. In 1993, he began a relationship with David Furnish, a former advertising executive and now filmmaker originally from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. On 21 December, John and Furnish were amongst the first couples in the UK to form a civil partnership, which was held at the Windsor Guildhall. After gay marriage became legal in England in March 2014, John and Furnish married in Windsor, Berkshire, on 21 December 2014, the 9th anniversary of their civil partnership. They have 2 sons. Their oldest, Zachary Jackson Levin Furnish John, was born to a surrogate mother on 25 December 2010 in California. A second son, Elijah Joseph Daniel Furnish John, was born to the couple by the same surrogate mother on 11 January 2013. He also has 10 godchildren, including Sean Lennon, David and Victoria Beckham's sons Brooklyn and Romeo, Elizabeth Hurley's son Damien, and the daughter of Seymour Stein. In 2008, John stated he preferred civil partnerships over marriage for gay people. But by 2012 John had changed his position and become a staunch supporter of same-sex marriage in the United Kingdom. In 2013, Elton John resisted calls to boycott Russia in protest at the Russian LGBT propaganda law, but told fans at a Moscow concert that the Russian laws were inhumane and isolating, and he was deeply saddened and shocked over the current legislation.
Hello.
Hello,
Dimitri. How are you?
I think the violence towards LGBT people, they don't feel safe. But this is something I don't really want to talk about over the phone, to be honest with you, Dimitri. This is something I can have a dialogue with the president face to face.
Regardless of his sexual orientation, John responded by offering to introduce the president to Russians abused under Russian legislation banning homosexual propaganda. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility in 1994. He and Bernie Taupin had previously been inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1992. John was appointed a Commander of the Order of the British Empire, D, in 1995. For his charitable work, John was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II on 24 February 1998. In October 1975, John became the 1,662 North Dakota person to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He was awarded Society of Singers Lifetime Achievement Award in 2005. He became a recipient of a Kennedy Center Honor in 2004 and the Disney Legends Award in 2006. In 2010, he was awarded with the PRS for Music Heritage Award, which was erected on the Namask Lounge Pub in Northwood, Middlesex, where John performed his first ever gig. Music awards include the Academy Award for Best Original Song for Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King, the Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song in 1994 for Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King, and the Tony Award for Best Original Score in 2000 for Elton John and Tim Rice's Aida. He has also received 5 Brit Awards, including the award for Best British Male in 1991, and awards for Outstanding Contribution to Music in 1986 and 1995. In 2013, John received the first Brits Icon Award in recognition of his lasting impact on UK culture, which was presented to him by his close friend Rod Stewart.